If you're new around here, hi, I'm Nina. I like making these weekly notes every now and again, and this one is a little bit different. This is a foodie one because I've been healing my relationship with food for many years now, and it has totally transformed my life for the better. And here I am going on a little walk to go get a bagel, which is something that I would not do in the past, which is so sad. So here are some of the things that have really helped me get to this point in my life, which I feel a lot better about. I am going to go to the beach to watch my uni lectures, which is just ridiculous. But it's getting really hot here in Sydney, and yeah, I'm gonna go do a little bit of work. So I'm making lunch, and of course I'm making a chickpea pancake. I mean, I still make these all the time, and I've taken them on hikes, on camping trips, and it's just a really good food, and you can have it with all kinds of, you know, dips and things. So here's my little pancake, and here I have some edamame that is boiling, and then I'm going to smash that with some avocado. And now, once that's ready, I'm just gonna go to the store and buy a few little snacks, and yeah, that's what we're doing. Isn't she beautiful? She's a little charred, but you know, the flavor. I went to the store and I got everybody some drinks. So I got a mangosteen one, a lychee, and guanabana, and I'm very excited. My favorite thing is trying new drinks out. And there she is, my chickpea pancake, my edamame and avocado smash, a tahini spread, and some cucumber. There are two things that I heard and read that really clicked for me and got everything kind of in motion. You know, when there's like you're wanting to do something so badly, and it's until you find like the right piece of information or the right person telling you, and the right moment, the right timing, that then things start mobilizing. And for me, it was, no food is worse for you than your eating disorder is. I went through, I mean, I had an eating disorder for over 10 years, and it manifested in so many different ways. It just really consumed my life, and for a lot of it, I hid behind this idea and this delusion that the things that I was doing were in the name of health. And obviously, they were not healthy whatsoever. And this goes hand in hand with the second thing that I read, which was, your physical health will never ask you to compromise your mental health. And in a world that is so obsessed with physical health, I mean, I went back on TikTok the other week, and we're still doing the same things. Which is, you know, a lot of restrictive eating, a lot of new diets, a lot of, you know, unsustainable habits around food, and we forget about the mental health component. And once I started treating my mental health with respect and started making it part of this conversation, I, again, really became more committed to healing my relationship with food. So now my mental health is always part of the equation. So yeah, there you go. Cheers. It's a gloomy, dark, rainy morning. It's been raining for hours since I woke up, and I thought that perhaps I would crave something like a bowl of porridge, a piece of toast, some pancakes, but no. What I want is a freezing, cold, acidic, well, lots of citrus in there, green smoothie. So that's what I'm going to have. This is one of my favorites, and I've had it for years and years. So I'm gonna have it. That's what I'm gonna make. Parsley is a must. I usually juice my oranges to put into this smoothie, but I've been obsessed with this mandarin juice that I get from the store. Remember how I said last time I just was never in the mood to take this blender out? Look at me now, blending everything. Here's one thing I've learned about smoothies. They never used to keep me full because they used to be only fruit. And they were delicious, but then like 1 hour would go by and I was hungry. So making a satisfying meal, the importance of satisfaction was something that, you know, many years ago, I just dismissed. To me now, food is meant to be enjoyed, of course, but it's also meant to keep me full so that I can do other things in my life that don't revolve always around food. So something that keeps me full: fiber, greens. Kale was on special at the store today, so lots of kale. I'm telling you, parsley is a must in this smoothie, at least for me. It's just the flavor it gives, and I put in the stems and everything. I'm gonna use some protein powder. It gives it a nice sweetness and creaminess to a smoothie, to my porridge, and it also keeps me full. This one I get from iHerb. I really like it. It's a nice flavor, and I think it goes really well in this smoothie, and it goes really well in my porridge, and it's not too sweet. Okay. That's so good. Pineapple. Mango. The last of my Brazil nuts. Some pumpkin seeds. And some flax. For all of it. And because I love citrus, I'm gonna add some lemon juice. Let's see. Here we go. A satisfying smoothie. One of the things that you learn as a baker, working in a bakery, baking sweets all day, is that food loses its power. Once you expose yourself to this food enough and you allow yourself to have it when you want to have it, when you're craving it, it loses its power. It becomes a neutral food. And of course, it took me a while to get here, but there was a time when I really believed that if I were to allow all foods back into my diet, anything that I had restricted or feared, that I was going to go off the rails and just eat that for the rest of my life. And for a moment that was true. For a moment I had to, you know, eat a lot of these foods. Like I had to really get in there with like the cereal and the sweets and the donuts and everything that I had restricted in the past. I did this very slowly. I did it with like one food at a time. Once I felt comfortable with that, I added another food. I was of the belief that like some people could eat whatever they wanted and other people like me had to restrict and be in control, because if not, I couldn't trust myself. I think it's one of the most devastating realities of this whole cycle, that the more you want control and the more you want to restrict and limit and create these boundaries, the more you lose control. And there comes a point where you just feel so totally overwhelmed and you don't know what to do, and surrendering that is extremely difficult. But I go into work and sometimes I eat the sweets that I make and sometimes I don't, and it is a very neutral thing for me. When I feel like having it, I enjoy it and I move on with my day. And I really never thought that I would say that, because I was the sort of person who had obsessive food thoughts and would go back and forth of whether to eat like a single piece of whatever it was. Once you regain that trust with yourself and then you regain that safety in your body with the choices that you make and the food, and you realize that, oh, okay, I can have this cookie or I can have this thing and it's not the end of the world. These things lose their power. Getting all foods off a pedestal is just, it's the way forward. But it is a difficult process, so I'm not taking away from that the result is absolutely 1000% worth it. And I just wanted to say that because I think I hadn't made the link with my job, and I've worked in so many different kitchens in the past, and in every kitchen that I've worked in except for this one, my relationship with food has been extremely stressful, and working with food and also having disordered eating just was, I was spending so much energy on food altogether. Just wanted to say that because I went to work today and I had 2 sweets and they were delicious and I enjoyed them, and now I'm here and I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Okay, it's about 1,000,000 degrees today, but I'm gonna make the kitchen even hotter because these bananas are staring at me and I need to make some banana muffins.
Mama said that the growing pains and it's the little bitty waves that'll keep the tide at bay.
No, guys.
Time glides through imaginary lines, the hazy winter day, moving only in a day.
No banana muffins without chocolate, okay? Okay. Hello. Oh, oh. Hello, June. Now, some walnuts. It is spring and it's already 33 degrees. I am so nervous for summer. Okay, let's try one. Oh, that's very chocolatey. Yeah. It's just always good. The way that I want to eat today and tomorrow and for the next week and the next month is in a way that I can envision being a way of eating that is sustainable for the rest of my life. Denying myself treats on a daily basis, not sustainable long term. I know where that leads me. It works for a week, 2 weeks, and then downhill. Steep decline, steep downhill. Now, I try new things out. I satisfy all kinds of hunger, and if I feel like having a treat, I will have it in the name of joy. And spontaneity was something that used to really freak me out because spontaneity meant a loss of control, and an eating disorder and disordered eating habits stem mostly from an issue of control. And when I lost that control, whew, it was destabilizing. So now spontaneity is one of my big food values, and I want to make sure that I'm always comfortable with food spontaneity. I try new things out consistently. And the other thing is that I eat treats and sweets daily. I mean, absolutely daily.
Estar en mi video, así que sonríe. ¡Qué rico!
Mmm, delicioso. Estas perlas de mango con la leche.
No puedes decir leche en mi canal, es un canal vegano.
Mmm, delicioso. Estas perlas de mango con esta leche natural.